Hello, I see you managed to find my video, and the only reason why you would be watching this video is because you want to learn how to create music for Mario Kart Wii and music for the tracks, replacing Nintendo's music with whatever song you fits the track more. So this will be a video on how to do that. It's very, very easy. It's not hard at all. So let's get into it. So these are 3 things you will need. You will need BrawlBox for creating the BRSTMs, which is the file name. Audacity for speeding up for the final lap and for making the songs louder, because for Mario Kart Wii they need to be quite loud. And the Multi Brstm builder will be for creating tracks with multi BRSTMs, which is what you need. Multiple songs in one. Right, so to get started, so to get started, you will need to go to your internet browser of your choice, except for one page, maybe. What you will need, so the first thing you'll need to download is this, BrawlBox. The link will be in the description. Here's the download right here. Click that, it will download it. Second thing, Audacity, right here. And the final thing, which for me in Google Chrome, it blocks it for some reason, but it's completely safe. I think it's my antivirus doesn't like it. I won't actually be able to show you making it because it doesn't like it. Anyway, but if Chrome does block it, which it always has for me, you can always go to Internet Explorer, which will not keep you safe at all. Even this, I don't even know if that's a lie or not, but yeah, Google Chrome is, yeah. So after you download those 3 things, what you need to do is you will need to go to YouTube or whatever MP3 site and download an MP3. I'll go ahead and get mine. Right, so I have mine downloaded as a WAV file right here. It should not matter. It should not matter. It's Water of Life. It's an epic. I really like it. So what you're going to need to do to that is we're going to need to open Audacity, and we will go ahead and drop it in there. So as you can see, here it is. I'll play it, but you won't be able to hear it. But I'll go ahead and change that. So what you need to do is, it's already quite loud as you can see, but funny enough, this is actually not loud enough for Mario Kart Wii. It could be louder. All the track sound effects, the characters, moving vehicles, cows, from Moo Moo Meadows, the crowd, cannon noises, all of that, item boxes, they are actually really loud. So you also want to make your music quite loud. So what you need to do is simply just go to Effect and Amplify. And I normally turn it up to about 4 or 5 and check this box and OK. And now that's quite louder. I'm not going to play it again, but it looks loud enough. It could be louder. You're just going to have to do testing for certain tracks. Sometimes you'll get it right, sometimes you won't. So what you need to do now is go up into File and Export. And what you need to go next is you're going to need to go back to the browser of your choice and go to this web page, which I'll go ahead and type it in really quickly. Right, so once you are on this site, which it'll be most likely the 4th link in the description after all the downloads, is this page. This is every single file name to Mario Kart Wii, every single one. What you need to do is scroll down on the page to the music section, and all the tracks name for every single song. And then this, which is you're finishing first, last, Wi-Fi waiting music. All of it is right here, and here are the battle stages. So this is everything you need for whatever you're doing, and this all works the exact same. I will probably be showing you how to make the Luigi Circuit one, but it's all the same for everything else except for these types of files. This, which is a bigger name than all these tracks, is a different method, which will also be shown in this video. But most of these tracks like this, you make them the exact same way as I'm going to be making it in this method. Same with all these, you make them all the same, I'm pretty sure. If not, go ahead and tell me on that. And here are all the names. All you gotta do is copy it like that. But what we're going to do is we're going to copy Luigi Circuit, and at the end you'll want to take note of, at the end you want _n means it's for the first and second lap, and _f will be for the final lap. So it could be the same, so you'll need to make two files, or a copy of the same file, or another file which you would want. You can have it be a different song, or you can just speed up the song that you want, which was what most people will do. So anyway, we just want to copy this exactly, and we will go ahead and delete that, and we will go ahead and paste it in there, and it will save it, and I will go ahead and save it to my Mario Kart Wii folder. We'll save it in there. Save. Okay. Then what we need to do next is, for the final lap, we want to speed it up. And how you speed it up, it's not hard at all. You would just want to go to Effect and change Speed. Now, I don't change it by too much. As you can see the current length and the new length. I'll probably put the new length at about there, and we'll go ahead and see how that sounds. So we'll just hit OK, and it will change the speed. There you go. It goes shorter, and we'll give it another listen. Right, so that sounds quite good. So what we need to do is export, go up to File, and export as audio again. Delete what it is, and paste it again, but instead of having _n, it's the same file name, but it's just _f for the final lap. And there we go. We can go ahead and close out of Audacity. Right, now that we have the two files that we need right here, the first lap and the final lap, we want to go ahead and open the BrawlBox that we downloaded and extracted to wherever you want, and you just want to run the application right here. Oh, I have an update. Yeah, sure. Right, okay, so in the BrawlBox folder that we downloaded, yours will probably look something like this, maybe a little different, but it should all work the same. You just want to double click the application, and this window will pop up. And what we want to do is we want to hit File, New, Audio, BRSTM audio stream. And we want to go select our song wherever we saved it. In my case, it's right here. We'll go ahead and do the first lap first, and this window will pop up. What you want to do is you want to hit Loop, and that's basically it. This is... Now, I'm not sure what this goes by, if it's milliseconds or what. I'm not so new at this, but this is, I believe, where you can choose to start the loop. When it loops around again, I believe you can choose what time it starts out. I'm not too experienced with this because I don't really care. Most of my songs that I pick out for tracks all loop correctly, a nice flow, so I've never needed to mess around with this. So anyway, we just want to hit loop down here, and it will just loop it from start to end, and we can play it. which you could probably not hear, but that won't matter too much. Play it, make sure it sounds okay, and then you just hit OK, and it then converts it to the BRSTM file, which Mario Kart Wii runs. And now that that is done, now we can play it. We can check loop, so it loops here. And they also got a volume slider right here, so you can turn it up or down. And there we go. That's basically it. All you want to do is don't exit out, because then it won't save. You just want to hit File and Save. And then you want to drop down this drop box, and you just want to hit BRSTM, and then simply save it, leave the name as it should be, and there we go. Then we can close out the window, or we probably didn't need to. So here's the file right here, ready to put it on your SD card. We just want to do that one more time for the final lap. So we want to hit New, Audio, BRSTM Audio Stream. We want to check the final lap. And then this window pops up. All we want to do is hit Loop again and hit OK. And it will go ahead and save it as a BRSTM. Or convert it to a BRSTM. It doesn't save it yet. So then we go. We can play it, make sure it sounds okay, which once again you probably can't hear. There we go. It's nice and sped up. And we want to hit save again. Drop this down, BRSTM, and save. And there we go. And we can close out that window. Now, for the next part, and this part is for all the tracks that use that use a few songs in one file. So like 4, 6, and 8 songs all in one file. For tracks like Bowser's Castle, Koopa Cape, Wario's Gold Mine, which different parts of the track play a different song if you listen carefully. And what you need to do is, I have a picture here, and this is all the files that have different channels and how many channels they have and the names, but the names are already listed on the website. So Dry Dry Ruins is a 4-channel, Toad's Factory is a 4-channel, Bowser's Castle is a 6-channel, Mutant View Highway is a 4-channel, Warrior's Gold Mine is a 4-channel, and Koopa Cape is an 8-channel. And I'm just going to show you how to make one of them, and we'll use the same song, probably. Well, I might find a different song. We'll see. We will be doing Koopa Cape, because it's the biggest. Yeah, we'll be doing Koopa Cape, because it's the biggest. All you gotta do is, for the yeah. You'll get what I do here in a minute. So, what we need to do is, I need to find a song, so give me a second. Right, okay, so I have a file right here. That's the song, that's just the title of the YouTube video. I'll be doing this for Koopa Cape. So, what we need to do to start off is open up Audacity. Now, since we are doing Koopa Cape, which as we can see is an 8-channel, we want to add this song in 4 times. The reason why we're doing it 4 times is because here's the song. It's just 1 channel. Just wait. What we want to add that in is 4 times. For Koopa Cape, for all the tracks that are 4 channels, you would add them in. You would add the file in twice. For this, since we're doing Koopa Cape, which is 8, I want to drag it in. There you go. That's twice. 2 more times. So 1 and 1 more. And with that right here, we want to go ahead, and before we do anything, we just want to go ahead and highlight them all. Well, if that's possible. So what I did is I just highlighted them all, and we're gonna go ahead and amplify them as they are, just a bit. It doesn't need to be too much louder. It doesn't look like, just so it overpowers the track. So that wasn't too much louder right there. Then what we want to do is we want to just drop down this drop-down box, and we want to hit split stereo to mono, and we want to do that for every single one, and this makes it an individual one, which then makes this 4 into an 8, and as you see, when we do the 2, it would split it into 4. So now that we have all that, we want to go ahead and we'll go back to the website. We would find a Cape, which is in the Star Cup, and we would copy this. And we would go ahead and go to the file, and now this is a bit different how we export them. Right, so when you have it loud enough and you've split all of them, you'd want to go to File, and you'd want to go to, instead of Export Audio, you would want to do Export Multiple. And here is where you want to choose the location, so you want to hit Choose right here, and you'd want to scroll down to the folder wherever you extracted the Multi Brstm builder. You want to extract that after you download it to wherever you choose, and then when you're exporting here, you navigate to the folder, open that folder, and select the WAV folder to export all these files as, and you just click export, and then we would just hit okay, and this should come up 8 times, seeing as we're doing 8 channels, so it's exporting this 8 times. So 8 different files right there. Hit OK. And we could just go ahead and minimize that and open up the Multi Brstm builder tool. And right here in the WAV folder, there's 8 of these. Now we want to go ahead and rename them to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, or 4 if you have the other trucks. So now we have the 8 files here. Now what you want to do is locate this Multi Brstm builder here, the application, and right here you would want to select how many channels you have. So if you have 4 channels, 6, however many, you would select that. Seeing as I have 8, I'm going to select 8. Oh, this is actually something I forgot to do, sorry. We want to close out this window, we want to go into the WAV folder, and we want to open up BrawlBox, so I have it right here. So we want to open up BrawlBox again, and in this folder we want to hit File, New, File, New, Audio, Brstm audio stream. I'm going to go into here in our WAV folder where we have it saved, and we're just going to select the first one, and we just want to hit loop and OK. We're not going to save this or anything, we just need it so we get the numbers. You'll see here in a minute because we want it to loop. So here it gives us the numbers. Now this is what you want to look for. You want to look for the loop start sample, which should be 0 unless if you changed it, and then the num samples. What you want to do is copy this number, and then you can go ahead and close this window, we shouldn't need it. Then we should go back to the Multi Brstm builder. we want to select how many channels we have, select loop, and the loop start point, which should be 0 because that's what it was, and the end loop, which is the number we copied. We want to just highlight that and hit paste. And then there we go. And then we can hit, and then the BRSTM output file name, which should be the track name, which is right here. So we will go ahead and highlight this again. And go ahead and copy that. And we will paste it in here so it puts the output file in there. And we'll hit build batch file. And it should say batch file created. Hit OK. Close that out. And then this window right here, the build.bat file, double click that, it'll run it, and it'll be creating. Now, this is where I'm going to receive an error. At least I should anyway, because my antivirus does not allow me, it does not allow this program to create the file. It is safe. It's just, I can't disable my antivirus, or I don't want to play around with it because I did not install my antivirus. A computer place did, and I don't want to mess around with it because so far it's kept me protected. So if you know how to control your antivirus or want to, you can do it. It should be fine. This could work. As you can see, it's just going through all of the files in the WAV folder that we have, and mixing them together into one file and creating it into BRSTM. And as you can see, it's just creating text documents, which will all be deleted. Once that gets to 8, it'll be done. 8. And then the window will close itself when it's all done. So right now, as it's putting them all together, it is now creating them, and it actually worked. Well, I thought so. In the out folder here, it created it, which I was not expecting. I thought my antivirus wouldn't do it, but there you go. So if we double click that, as you can see, it'll open in BrawlBox, or you might need to select it to open in BrawlBox, and you can play it, which you won't be able to hear, but it plays it just fine. And it says it has 4 streams. But it shouldn't. It should be 8. It should all work. As you can see, it has channels 8 here. It says 4 here. And then there we go. We can X that out. And we should go ahead and then we can just drag this into the desktop or whatever. And it will be time to do this again. So in the WAV file, we can just delete all those. And it deletes them, so it's empty. And back in Audacity, which you should have kept open, I'm going to go ahead and highlight all these again. Oop, messed up. I keep messing up. I hit the wrong button. There we go. There we go. So I have all these highlighted, and we just want to go to Effect and change speed. That looks like a good length. It might sound a little weird because this is an actual song. It's not like a beat or anything. I just choose an actual song that I think is quite funny. So it's just going to change the speed now, and we're going to export it again and do the exact same thing. So I just want to go to File, Export Multiple. The location should have stayed the same. So export, and it should be 8 times. Because I'm doing Koopa Cape, and Koopa Cape is 8. It's the one with the most. As you can see, it's doing it 8 times. And there we go. Hit OK. And this time we should be able to exit out and hit no, not to save. And right here in the WAV folder, again, we want to rename all these to not 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there we go. And once again, we want to open up BrawlBox again, the application. Just want to open that up. File, New, Audio, BRSTM audio stream. And we'll just select the first one. We'll just hit loop, hit OK. And we just want this so we get the number. So then creates that. And we just want to, once again, copy the num samples. Just highlight that entire number. Copy. And we can now go X out of this folder. Go back. Go to the Multi Brstm builder. Select how many channels we had. In this case, mine is 8 because I'm doing duplicate. We want to select loop, and we want to change the end samples or the start samples, but in my case, the starting loop was at 0. And I just want to paste in my number. Now the BRSTM output name, which once again we want to go to the website, copy what we had, and paste it into the output name, but instead of N we want to do capital F, and then for the other files it is all lowercase, but for the multi-channels it's all capital. And there we go, we want to build batch file, and then we can close out of that window. And we go ahead and hit the build.bat, double click it. We'll go ahead and start doing its thing. I'll move it out so we can see the text documents being created temporarily. And after this step, we are basically done. I'll go ahead and load up Mario Kart Wii. So we know it works perfectly fine. They might be a bit quiet, might just need to be playing around. It might take a while to figure out what songs you want on each track and to make them loop correctly and loud enough and have it sped up just right. But after that, it's all good. While it's creating that, I'll be right back. I'm going to put Mario Kart Wii in and start it up, so I'll be right back when this is finished and created it. Alright, so here we are. It is now done and created it. I'll go look at it here. We'll go back to the out folder, and it's right here. We can open it with BrawlBox and hit play. You guys won't be able to hear it, but you'll be able to hear it when it's in the game. Sounds good and sounds sped up. Yep, it's sped up. So we can just go ahead and X this out, drag this over here, and we'll go ahead and move it into the Mario Kart Wii folder. Now, for putting it on the SD card, okay, so I just inserted my SD card. It is now loading up. Here is my SD card and what it looks like. We want to go into, this is going to be for CTGP, but once again, you can load it up through Revolution, whatever. This is going to be CTGP. Let me just quickly rename my stuff to whatever. We are going to create a new folder. If you have not already have a folder called this, we just want to name it capital M, my space, capital S, stuff. Not two D's, two F's, and no space. Well, space in the middle, but no space after stuff. And just hit save. It should look like that. And we just want to open that folder, and we can go ahead and open this Mario Kart Wii folder where I have all my files. I want to go ahead and drag the Luigi circuit, which is that, and then my Koopa Cape 8 channel. And 8 channels work a bit weird. It might not work sometimes. You might need to try to figure it out. But in this case, this should work. But I haven't really made custom music for multi-channels in a while. So anyway, this is now what my stuff folder will look like. I will see you, I hope, in the game. You have put your SD card back into your Wii or Wii U. What you want to do is go into CTGP or Revolution, check your settings, make sure my stuff folder is checked on, and we can just go ahead and launch the game. So I'll see you when we're selecting Luigi Circuit. Here we are, selecting Luigi Circuit. So I'll go ahead and shut up when the track loads so you can hear the song, and it should play like we heard in Audacity. Right, so I'm just gonna drive to the third lap now, and you should hear it being sped up.
We interrupt this record to bring you a special bulletin.
That is Luigi Circuit. You can choose to speed it up, you can choose to do whatever you want, have a different song. It absolutely doesn't matter. It's completely customizable, you do what you want. That's the whole point of sharing modding, do whatever you want. Have it customized to you and what you want. So we're going to go ahead and play Cupicate, and we're going to see if all my channels have worked. They might not, because this kind of looks a little weird. You gotta make sure you do it right. It might cut out in certain places. But for me it should have worked perfect. So I'll go ahead and shut up once again when the track loads and play all the way to the final lap.
Oh, what?
Right, so I'm gonna interrupt right here. As you can see, you can't really hear it. Like I said, the track overpowers it, so I could have amplified this a tiny bit more. So this is what you'll need to do testing with. This is the... I fell off for the second time, my bad. This is kind of what you need to do testing with the game, is to test if it loops correctly, if it doesn't cut out randomly, and if it's loud enough. That's the best one, if it's loud enough. See, you can barely hear that because there's too much water and sound effects going on that it could be louder. So, I messed up on that bad. That's just the problem that you're gonna have, is it being too quiet, and that's the most annoying part, definitely for a track like this, because now I gotta redo this and I gotta do that all over again. But it's easy on some tracks, but it's easy to make a song for a track, but to have it be perfect, it takes a bit of time. Anyway, we'll go ahead and I'll shut up again, and we'll play to the final lap, and make sure it speeds up.
Who are you to realize that I'm no fancy? Who are you to sympathize that I'm no good?
Definitely in the pipe. In the pipe, it gets a bit quiet. I'm not sure if you fix that. It's just one of the channels. The game automatically makes it quiet because you're kind of underwater. That's just kind of what happens. So in the pipe, it's going to be quiet. So you might want to make that channel louder, which might be the 7th, maybe. I'm not sure. So the 7th, maybe you should make it louder. I don't know. Like I said, you just got to do testing with it. Anyway, I'll shut up.
My God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm looking for a sailor. Oh my God. I'm looking for the sailor. Oh my God.
So there you go, there you have it. Those are the two tracks that I did, the normal and then the Multi Brstms, and then there is still a whole load more if you look at that website of not only the tracks, but the different sounds. And then there is the Revo card, or Revo card, I don't really know how to say it, but the BRSAR file, which the song that you're hearing right now, that is in that file, so you can't change that without changing a whole different file. So if you want me to make a tutorial on how to change this song that you're hearing right now, I could probably do that. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. Yeah. Okay, that was a pretty bad outro.
Like this video, leave an incredibly positive comment, and subscribe.